We have this area on the house. We have not been up here since we bought this house. I find this spot really cool, mixed with a little bit of creepy, of course. But this area, like right here, is standing like right over our living room downstairs where we have the Christmas tree. And then this is kind of like over right off of where the front patio is, but more to the right side where we have our dryer and just like random storage. But our original idea with this space was maybe fix it up and finish it and do like an Airbnb. But we're kind of straying away from that idea. We're trying to think up different ways to be able to use this space because I feel like it would just take a lot of money to finish the space and bring it up to code in order to like have people stay here. We might still want to do that later on, but I was thinking up different ideas that we can utilize this space for ourselves, not to live in, but maybe to have on the farm. Maybe like a grow area or like a seed starting area. We are in need of like a food storage area because our cellar, I feel like it's too humid and wet down there to store things like potatoes and carrots over the winter. So maybe if we can somehow make this more insulated and more temperature controlled, it'll be a good spot to store extra food. We have like this little closet we could fix up and store things like potatoes, carrots, root vegetables, pumpkins. We can definitely use that because our house doesn't have a lot of food storage areas or pantry space. So this could be a good spot for canned goods. My husband was joking about maybe doing, because he's going to get a cannabis license. So this could be an area where he can expand and grow indoors as well. So he was joking about that, but I don't think it's too bad of an idea to turn this into like a seed growing area, propagation, doing things like that where it's a little bit more temperature controlled and we wouldn't have to get like a huge grow tunnel outside. It has this plug here. I'm not sure if that's working. We definitely need electricity placed up here. We probably won't get like heating installed up here. That might be a bit out of budget, but definitely insulate the walls. And then with the Airbnb idea, although it's a good one and it would be income producing, we'd also have to figure out how to install a second bathroom in our house. And that is just not in the works right now for our projects that we want to do. I'd rather use the space to work on our farm and to continue having areas where we can do things on our farm that is going to bring us some more income. I'm not sure what this room used to be or what the plans were. It looks kind of like they were doing some work here. So maybe the family will chime in and let us know what was the plan with this area. I think it's a really cool spot. Didn't even realize we had another rocking chair here and like an outdoor patio chair and this little side table here. I'll probably bring that down one day so we can use it. But it's like a big unfinished space. This was originally going to be our son's room, but we changed our minds also because of just the work that it needs to make it a livable space. And there's no like heating vents or anything over here. Now it's not super cold in here or anything, even though it's cold outside. So it's a little bit more temperature controlled, but obviously we need to have heating and we don't know how hot it gets here in the summertime either. So it needs a lot of insulation. If you guys have any other ideas for this spot, this is just an unusable spot in the house right now that we want to be able to use and help bring in some income. And I think like a little seed propagation or where we could graft fruit trees and keep them up here in a more controlled environment with some grow lights. And I don't know, I think that would be a good use of the spot. But if you guys have any other ideas other than renting it out for people to live here, because I just think that would be way too far off budget right now to try to make this livable. But for things like food storage and growing plants, I don't think it would be too bad of a budget. Like we can do it in a small budget and we wouldn't have to worry about how it looks either. So Just wanted to come up here. We have not been in up here since we bought this house, and sometimes I forget this part of our house even exists. It's pretty cool. Everything is stripped down to like the bare bones, so it's cool to see the structure of how the home was built here. There was no flooring. This is just, I think, all original wood and like all the support beams and things. So just wanted to share this part of our house. This was in the original tour video when we came to look at the house, but we just have not really recorded anything else up here since we've moved and gotten busy with all the other things.